everyone. Can you hear me well? I think a little noisy, but here I can hear myself very well. But the whether if you can hear me well or not. Thank you very much. So, Honorable Dr. Hiduma Sunil Savani, Minister of Buddha, Sapana, Religious and Cultural Affairs, the chief guest of the event today. Honorable Dr. Jagat Wickremaratne, Speaker of the Parliament of Sri Lanka. Honorable Dr. Rizvi Sali, Deputy Speaker of the Parliament of Sri Lanka. Honorable Ministers and Members of Parliament. Honorable Minister Hanif Yusuf, Governor of the Western Province. Representatives of political parties, members of the Sri Lanka-Vietnam Solidarity Association, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to all of you. Today, in a solemn and emotional atmosphere, we gather here at the Colombo Public Library, where the statue of President Ho Chi Minh is laid, to commemorate the 135th birth anniversary for the beloved father of Vietnam nation, a genius leader of the Vietnamese Revolution, a great man who dedicated his life to the cause of national liberation, peace, independence, justice, and social progress, not only in Vietnam, but also at international scale. First of all, I would like to thank Honorable Dr. Hiduma Sunil Savani, Minister of Buddha, Sapana, Religious and Cultural Affairs, for accepting our invitation and attending this ceremony as a chief guest. I would also like to thank Honorable Dr. Jagat Wickremaratne, Speaker of the Parliament of Sri Lanka, Honorable Dr. Rizvi Sali, Deputy Speaker of the Parliament of Sri Lanka, Honorable Governor of the Western Province, Hanif Yusuf, and members of Parliament, representatives of political parties, and all our Sri Lankan friends for your presence today. My sincere thanks also goes to the Sri Lanka-Vietnam Solidarity Association and the Colombo Public Library for hosting this event with the embassy. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Ho Chi Minh, born at Minh Sinh Phu on May 19, 1890, was colloquially known as Under Ho, or Bác Hồ in Vietnamese language. He was the founder and the first president of the Democratic Republic of Vietnam from 1945 until he passed away in 1969, and the first Prime Minister of the Democratic Republic of Vietnam from 1945 to 1955. Being a Marxist-Leninist, he founded the Indo-Chinese Communist Party in 1930, and its successor, the Workers' Party of Vietnam, later known as the Communist Party of Vietnam in 1951, and served as the party chairman until his decease. President Ho Chi Minh devoted his entire life to the glorious revolutionary cause of Vietnam and its national friends. This name and legacy live on in the heart of the Vietnamese people and in the heart of humankind. He left us with an invaluable ideological legacy, a shining example of ethics and a radiant lifestyle. His legacy is not only reserved for Vietnamese people. Since 1911, as he saw in the clip, he worked in various countries overseas and exposed himself to different cultures and civilizations to find the right way for Vietnam national liberation. He was even a founding member of the French Communist Party in Paris in 1920. President Ho Chi Minh is a symbol of intellect, courage, tolerance, and revolutionary ethics. His life and career are great inspiration to people struggling for freedom and justice around the world, including in Sri Lanka. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, on this important occasion, We not only remember President Ho Chi Minh with deep respect and pride, but also reflect on the enduring values he left for the Vietnamese people and human beings. These include the Ho Chi Minh Code, a system of values distilled from Vietnamese cultural traditions, embracing with the essence of human knowledge and materialized by his revolutionary actions throughout his life. His talk on the national independence associated with socialism, on building a long-governed state of the people, by the people, and for the people, on promoting the power of great national unity, on revolutionary ethics, division, truth, integrity, righteousness, impartiality, have always been the spiritual foundation for Vietnam's development. This is a tremendously valuable spiritual asset for the Vietnamese Communist Party and people, forever guiding the revolutionary cause for victory to victory and contributing to the common struggle of nations in the world for peace, national independence, democracy, and social progress. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, from a very early stage, President Ho Chi Minh realized that the liberation of Vietnam could not be separated from the common struggle of oppressed people around the world. He tirelessly worked to connect international movements and gain support from friends around the world. Therefore, he was not only the leader of the Vietnamese nation, but also a great friend and a trusted comrade of the national liberation movement and peace-loving forces around the world, including from Sri Lanka. The fact that the UNESCO Revolution in 1987 honoring President Ho Chi Minh as the national liberation hero and outstanding cultural figure shows international community recognition of his influence not only on Vietnamese people but also on national liberation movements around the world. As for Sri Lanka, it's interesting that during his journey to fight a path for the national liberation, it is recorded that President Ho Chi Minh stopped over in this beautiful island for at least 3 times. The first time in 1911, on his journey from Saigon, or Ho Chi Minh City now, to France, young man Mr. Thành stopped at the port of Colombo as a kitchen assistant on a French ship named Admiral Lacroix. The second time, in 1928, on his journey back to Vietnam from Thailand, Nguyễn Ái Quốc, under the disguise of a crewman, stayed for a few days in a hotel named Victory in Colombo, and he even visited Kandy in the central province of Sri Lanka nowadays. The first time, in 1946, after his official visit to France, as the President of the Democratic Republic of Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh returned to Vietnam on a warship named Dumont Dupuy. He stopped over in Sri Lanka and he even visited Chico Malay. It's very interesting. We are deeply touched and grateful to see that, despite geographical distance, the Sri Lankan people always hold President Ho Chi Minh in great esteem. Many generations of Sri Lankans, scholars, journalists, and ordinary people know and admire his life and his revolutionary career as a vivid embodiment of resilience, humanity, and peace. He was the first foreign leader to have a statue erected in Sri Lanka, right here at the Colombo Public Library in 2013. And his collection, Prison Diary, or Nhật ký trong tù in Vietnamese, has been translated, published in the Sinhalese language, and reprinted multiple times. We would like to present each of you a copy of Nhật ký trong tù or the Prison Diary after the event as a gift of moment. And a pamphlet honoring President Ho Chi Minh was issued on the occasion of his 124th birthday in 2014, turning him to be the second foreign leader after Mahatma Gandhi of India, victor of open flag of Sri Lanka. Many Sri Lankan artists have also created paintings, songs, and plays in praise of Ho Chi Minh. One of the popular songs will be presented to us today by our dear musician, Iqbal. And you might have already seen a number of beautiful drawings by students and children on Anthropos at the Action Hall. And more recently, just 2 weeks ago, in his place visit to Vietnam, President Anurag paid respect to late President Ho Chi Minh at his mausoleum in Hanoi and visited his field house where he lived the last days of his life. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the traditional friendship between Vietnam and Sri Lanka, nurtured by President Ho Chi Minh and generations of leaders of our two countries, continues to grow across many fields, ranging from politics to economy, trade, investment, agriculture, fisheries, education, culture, and people-to-people links. We share common values and ambitions for solidarity, peace, and sustainable development. Today's celebration of President Ho Chi Minh's birth anniversary in Carnival is a testament to the closeness between our two people and the lofty international spirit that President Ho Chi Minh always pursued and upheld when he was alive. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, in a world faced with turbulence, conflict, and global challenges, we are ever more aware of the value of Ho Chi Minh thought, that is, advocating dialogue instead of confrontation, cooperation instead of division, and building of a peaceful, fair, civilized, and human world. On his birthday anniversary, we not only pay respect and express our gratitude, but also learn from his ethical example, modest manner, and unwavering devotion to the people, nation, and humanity. This is also a practical way to continue spreading the noble values he left behind for us, especially to the younger generation, those who will shape the future of each nation and the world. On behalf of the state and the people of Vietnam, allow me to express our sincere thanks to the students and friends who have always stood by and supported Vietnam. We hope and believe that the traditional friendship between the two our people will be further strengthened and developed, working the legacy left by President Ho Chi Minh. Once again, thank you all for being here today with us. I wish you all continued good health, happiness, and success. Long live President Ho Chi Minh. Long live Vietnam, Lanka relationship. Thank you very much.